Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your greatest weakness. There is no neutral state. If you do not train it, it will train you. If you do not control it, it will control you. Most people never realize this. They move through life reacting, assuming that their thoughts are facts and their emotions are commands. They believe whatever appears in their head without question, and then wonder why their lives feel chaotic. The average person wakes up and immediately surrenders control. The first thing they do is reach for their phone. Before their feet touch the ground, they have already absorbed news, opinions, comparisons, and distractions. Their mood is shaped by notifications. Their confidence is shaped by social media. Their focus is fractured before the day even begins. They call this normal. The Stoics would call it a loss of authority over the self. Marcus Aurelius wrote that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Yet most people attempt the opposite. They try to control circumstances, control other people, control outcomes. At the same time, they neglect the one thing they truly possess, their own thinking. The Stoic path begins by reversing this mistake. You stop trying to dominate the world and start by mastering your internal world. Your mind generates thousands of thoughts every single day. Many of them are repetitive. Many of them are negative. Many are rooted in fear, insecurity, or habit. An untrained mind exaggerates problems. It replays embarrassment. It predicts rejection before you speak. It whispers that you are not ready, that you should wait, that you might fail. If you never challenge those whispers, they slowly become your identity. An undisciplined mind seeks comfort above all else. It tells you to skip the workout because you are tired. It tells you to delay your work because you deserve a break. It tells you to react emotionally because you were disrespected. It convinces you that immediate relief is more important than long-term growth. And if you obey it consistently, your life begins to shrink. Epictetus taught that some things are within your control and some are not. The first battlefield of control is your own response to your thoughts. You may not choose the first impulse that arises, but you always choose whether to act on it. Between stimulus and reaction, there is a space. In that space lies discipline. In that space lies freedom. Consider anger. Someone insults you. Instantly, your body reacts. Your heart rate rises. Your mind forms a sharp response. In that moment, your untrained mind demands action. But if you pause, even briefly, you reclaim authority. You choose whether your reaction reflects your values or your ego. That pause, small as it seems, is power. Most people never cultivate it. Emotions are not enemies. They are signals. Fear signals uncertainty. Anger signals perceived injustice. Sadness signals loss. But signals are not commands. When you treat every emotion as truth, you become unstable. When you observe emotions without surrendering to them, you become composed. Composure is strength in its quietest form. Seneca wrote that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. How many times have you rehearsed failure in your mind before even attempting something? How many times have you assumed rejection without evidence? How many times have you magnified a small problem into a catastrophe? Your imagination can create prisons that do not exist outside your thoughts. Training your mind means learning to question your internal narratives. When your mind says you cannot handle something, ask yourself whether that is fact or fear. When it predicts disaster, ask whether it has evidence. When it urges you toward comfort, ask what the long-term cost will be. This habit of questioning interrupts automatic patterns. It shifts you from being controlled to being conscious. Mental discipline is built the same way physical strength is built, through repetition under resistance. You strengthen your body by lifting weight. You strengthen your mind by resisting impulse. Every time you wake up when you want to sleep longer, you strengthen it. Every time you stay calm when you want to react, you strengthen it. Every time you finish what you started, despite boredom, you strengthen it. Most people chase confidence through external success. They believe that once they achieve enough, they will feel stable. But true confidence is internal. It comes from knowing that you can rely on yourself. It comes from proving, repeatedly, that you are not a slave to mood or impulse. When you trust your own discipline, you move differently. You speak differently. You carry yourself differently. In a world fueled by outrage and distraction, a calm mind stands out. When others react emotionally, you remain steady. When others panic, you analyze. When others complain, you act. This stability is not personality. It is practice. It is the result of daily mental training. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself each morning that he would encounter rude and selfish people. By expecting difficulty, he reduced its power. Preparation of the mind softens the impact of reality. When you anticipate challenges, you are not surprised by them. When you accept that discomfort is part of growth, you stop resisting it. Guard what enters your mind. Your thoughts are shaped by what you repeatedly consume. If you surround yourself with negativity, your thinking darkens. If you surround yourself with distraction, your focus weakens. If you surround yourself with ideas that demand growth, your standards rise. Protecting your attention is not extreme. It is strategic. Over time, consistent mental discipline changes your internal environment. The voice of impulse grows quieter. The voice of reason grows stronger. You feel less reactive. Decisions feel clearer. Stress feels manageable. You begin to understand that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts, and the observer has authority. If you fail to claim that authority, your habits will claim it for you. Your fears will shape your actions. Your cravings will dictate your routine. Your environment will program your mindset. But when you consciously train your mind, you reclaim authorship over your life. This is not about suppressing emotion or becoming cold. It is about directing emotion wisely. It is not about eliminating fear. It is about acting with courage despite it. It is not about perfection. It is about awareness and adjustment. Control your mind, or it will control you. That is not a dramatic statement. It is a daily reality. Each moment offers a choice. React automatically or respond intentionally. Escape discomfort or endure it for growth. Believe every thought or examine it critically. The world outside will always contain uncertainty. There will always be noise, pressure, and unpredictability. You cannot eliminate that, but you can stabilize your inner world. And when your inner world is steady, the outer world loses its power to shake you. Strength begins internally. Discipline begins internally. Peace begins internally. Master your mind, and you will find that many external obstacles lose their intensity. Neglect your mind, and even small challenges feel overwhelming. So begin today. Observe your thoughts. Question them. Refuse to obey every impulse. Practice pause. Practice restraint. Practice awareness. Build the habit of choosing your response instead of surrendering to reaction. Because in the end, the quality of your life is shaped less by what happens to you and more by how your mind interprets it. Train it, guard it, strengthen it, and it will become your greatest ally instead of your greatest enemy.